Ah, Leo, huh? Leo, huh? Question mark. Leo, huh? Hello. I feel like you guys can't hear the game very well again. Why is that happening? Pokemon. Why can't you just like fucking cooperate with me for once? Just work. Work like you're supposed to. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Leo, hello. You can barely hear it. Where is it? This? Slightly louder, right? Is that too loud? Oh god, how do I unlink this? Give me a second. It's fine. It's really loud for me. Gozy John, thank you so much for the super chat, Leo. Cute office lady. Can't see long because I have to get out and beat an office bedsheet today. Good luck and have fun. Office bedsheet. Take it down 15%. Alright. You got it. How's that? Good luck at work today, Ghosty Chan. Thank you for the super chat. How was work? Today I was very excited to work today because I'm working on a new project that I got like at the end of last week. I can lower it down just a smidge more. There we go. I got a project last week, a new one, and so I've been working on that, and over the weekend I had been like thinking about it a lot, so I was pretty excited to like get into work and like actually sit down and do it. But it's a like extremely creative project. So in the beginning of the day today I was like hyped and I'm like writing and stuff, but my ADHD was so bad. It's been really bad this last week actually. I've been having a hard time just like sitting down and like doing something for a long time. I feel kind of twitchy, you know what I mean? I'll like start doing something in the middle, I'll like switch to something else, and then in the middle I'll switch to something else, and then I'll switch to something else. So it wasn't like as productive as I wanted it to be. So tomorrow, I know this sounds so fucked. It's not fucked. Nah, it's not fucked. It sounds so silly and like e-girl of me, but tomorrow, my strategy, hear me out. When I start work, I'm gonna drink my Focus Gamer subs. I'm gonna drink my Focus Gamer subs. And I'll report back. I'll report back and let you know if that helped me. I don't know if that'll actually help me focus. I've genuinely been like rationing the Focus Gamer subs. Like I've been using I've been like thinking about it like Adderall. Like I'm like, okay, I have to like, why do you have those? Why don't you have those? Okay? That was more e-girl than I was prepared for. Also, hello Coconut. Why are you not sleeping? Lately, Coconut messages me at 9 p.m. and I'm just like, oh my god, why are you awake? So, yeah, we'll see if the Focus Gamer subs work tomorrow. Alex Jacobs, thank you so much for 5 months of membership. Would you do a future stream of a watch along with Divine Z with members? Probably not, because I think a lot of us are watching it live, so I probably won't rewatch it. I might try doing like a Yu-Gi-Oh watch along. Although I promised to watch 5Ds with a different friend. So I'm not going to do a 5Ds watch along, but I might do a different Yu-Gi-Oh series watch along is what I was thinking. She's trading her normal sleep schedule to balance out your now normal Oh no, did I take Coconut's sleep? If the dream goddess has insomnia, what's going to happen to the rest of us? The subs are also helping with your sugar levels. Okay, the problem with the subs though is that in order for them to work, apparently, you have to chug the entire thing in 5 minutes, which I did not realize until I was on my like 3rd tub of gamer subs, and I was like, ah shit, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. I've been like babying a cup of gamer subs for like 4 hours, drinking it down in the course of 4 hours, and then I just realized that, oh, you have to like actually chug it. Yeah, you're supposed to chug it in 5 minutes. It says to consume all of it in 5 shotgun the gamer stuff. Gotta shotgun it. You're like, you have to like shotgun it in 5 minutes. That's apparently how you're supposed to consume it. So anyway, yeah, just pro tip, if you guys are also drinking some gamer. The brand of gamer subs that I'm drinking, I'm not sponsored by the way, but if any gamer subs brands want to sponsor me, like hit me up. But the one that I'm drinking is actually not the one called gamer subs. I'm just using gamer subs as like an umbrella term, by the way, for like all of these types of drinks. I don't know if there's like a better umbrella term, but I think everyone just calls them gamer subs, right? Like there's different brands of gamer subs, right? No, yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. But yeah, it's been gamer subs is a brand. Is it like saying Scotch tape when you just mean like tape? Gamer juice? Is that really what it's called? I've been mostly drinking Advanced GG, I think is the brand. And I have their lychee flavored focus one. Yeah, like G Fuel, Advanced GG, Gamer Subs. Is it not? So then like what do you call this umbrella term of, what do you have to just say gamer supplements? What's the one with the bunny? I had the one with the bunny for a while too. It has like an angry looking bunny on their logo is like an angry looking bunny. I keep wanting to say it's called Neon or something, but I don't think it's called Neon. I tried that one as well. Gamer supplements sound like you're on steroids. What the heck? Gamer energy drink, but they're not not all of them are energy drinks. Like I have one that's like a hydration one, and then oh, my focus one is an energy one, and then there's one that's just like regular energy. So like there's ones that are like meant for hydration. Actually, I think the lychee one is hydration. I don't know what my focus one flavor is actually. Energy powder. I thought the umbrella term was gamer supplements, but I guess not. I don't know. Some people like to use them for working out too. Like, they're not like just for gaming, but I guess that's like the main use of it or whatever. Anyway, yeah. It's that's the thing. Snorting the energy powder, please do not snort the energy. I feel like that cannot be good for. That's like snorting like Fun Dip. That's like if you snorted the Fun Dip powder, okay? Also, I miss Fun Dips. Do they still make Fun Dips? I was actually thinking about Fun Dips the other day because I like really I've talked about this on stream. I really like don't say that. That's my faith in humanity is like so low already. Oh, or you mean they still have them? Or do you mean that people snort Fun Dip powder? Or do you mean that Fun Dip still exists? Context is important. You can't just say yes. The Fun Dip sticks are so good. So tasty. I really like those sticks. But I also really like Smarties too. But I know like not everyone likes that sort of chalky texture. But I like that chalky texture. Never heard of Fun Dips? They're like an American candy? Candy? Using that term very loosely. Okay, but Smarties is different in America as well, by the way. American Smarties and European Smarties are completely different. So, Fun Dip is like a sugary stick that is like chalk. It looks like chalk and it has the texture of chalk. It's like a little bit harder than actual chalk, probably. And then you suck on it and you put your saliva all over that thing. And then you dip it in like a bag of colored sugar. A flavor colored sugar. And then you lick it off. This sounds disgusting when I describe it this way. Then you lick the powder off of the stick. And then now the stick is kind of wet again. You stick it back into that bag of powder. Yeah, American Smarties are not chocolate. American Smarties are also chalk. They're like little pucks. But they're concaving on the sides, but they're pucks. And then they like they're kind of powdery when you like chomp them, bite them. Yeah, they're kind of like Pez, except a little softer. Pez, I feel like it's really hard. We need to describe eating candy as a seriousness is golden. Okay, well, like I said, I've only recently realized that I have a little bit of like a food texture sensitivity. So I think I do, even if I don't remember the taste, I could probably describe not well, but I remember the texture in my head. You know what I mean? Anyway, Pez is not as chalky. Pez, when you bite it, it like snaps. You know what I mean? You can chew on it. It's like a lifesaver. It's like chewing on a lifesaver. Have you guys ever done that? Did you guys ever like go camping when you, oh my, this is such the American experience. Did you ever go to like space camp when you were in elementary school and then they took you into the middle of the middle of the woods, and then like they would do this like whole like, yes, we're in the middle of the woods, and do you know about aliens? Something about aliens, and then your like counselor hands you a bunch of lifesavers, and then he goes, okay, everyone look at each other's mouths. Everyone's like in a circle, right? And then you're like staring at each other, like you're looking at each other's mouths. You can barely see each other because it's like really dark, right? He turns off the flashlight, and then you like start like biting. He tells you to chew, but like with your mouth open, and it's like a certain brand of lifesaver. I don't remember which one, but then your mouth starts like sparking. Have you never done this? This is a real thing. I think it's wintergreen, but I'm not sure. You're gonna have to look up which exact lifesaver brand it is, but it's a lifesaver thing. Randy, thank you for the super chat. Leo, this is the 1600s. No, what? You guys never did that. You've never heard of that? It's not Pop Rocks. It's the spearmint candy. Yes, lifesavers. And there is a certain flavor that like if you turn off all the lights and you like chew with your mouth open, it looks like it's sparking. It like has a bright light in it. You remember that now? See, you did it. Yeah, see, I'm not crazy. Yeah, so like that was a thing that we did in elementary school. Anyway, Lifesavers textures is kind of more similar to Pez texture. That was what I was getting at. Lifesaver texture similar to Pez texture, which is very different from Smarties and Fun Dip texture. There's like a scale. It's not quite hard candy, because hard candy is on the far right scale. And then on the far left, you have powder. Okay? Imagine. Use your mind's eye, chat. You guys don't have aphantasia like me. You have no excuse. On the far right, you have hard candy, okay? Far left, yeah, like a regular peppermint that you get at a restaurant or something. Or like your grandma's hard candies. That's on the far right. And then the far left, you have actual just straight up powder. And the Fun Dip stick is kind of in the middle. And then more on the right side, you have Pez. Because Pez is a little bit harder than the Fun Dip stick, but it's not as hard as hard candy. And then more to the right of Pez, you have Lifesavers. Because Lifesavers are a little harder than Pez, but they're not as hard as hard candy. Like hard candy, if you try to bite on it, you'll like break your teeth. You know what I mean? And then like from the middle, if you start going to the left, that's when you get to like American Smarties. Right? American Smarties are kind of like more on the left side. They're a little more powdery, especially when you like bite into them. You know, they're kind of soft to bite into. But they're not like actual powder. Zelta, thank you so much for the super chat. Actual chocolate Smarties saved my life. Chocolate Smarties are very good. I feel like they're kind of like mini M&Ms almost, except they have more candy shell. And in general, European chocolates are just a lot better. I gotta look up non-American Smarties. They're basically, it's just M&Ms. You can imagine just M&Ms. Yeah, they can crumble when you nom nom them. Yeah, exactly. You're picking up what I'm putting down. There are chocolate Smarties. Yeah, in Europe, if you say you like Smarties, you're talking about chocolates. You're talking about like M&Ms, basically. M&Ms with European chocolate. Yeah, so it's like better M&Ms. Because normal M&Ms kind of suck. Okay, like M&Ms, we gotta do like M&M tier list because peanut M&Ms and such are good, but like just M&Ms are kind of bad. Regular M&Ms are kind of bad. Pretzel M&Ms are really good. Pretzel M&Ms, the crispy M&Ms are really good. But like normal M&Ms are pretty bad. Also, okay, earlier I had sushi and I was like complaining because it was really expensive, but I really wanted to treat myself and I really wanted sushi, but I actually am having major stomach problems. I don't know if it's because of the sushi, because my roommate is okay and I'm not, and the stomach problems happened almost immediately after I ate, which makes me think that maybe it's not, but I didn't eat anything besides sushi today. Well, I had a slice of toast. Oh no, I had ramen too. I had instant noodles. I had instant noodles and a toast. So obviously those are not the things that are giving me a stomach ache. So if I have to like run or for the end stream, you know why. You know why. Have you heard the peanut butter ones? I'm not a big fan of peanut butter. I know that that's like a heinous crime against America, but like I don't know what about it is that like peanut butter is just not really like, I don't know. I don't like love peanut butter. And if I do like peanut butter, it has to be really crunchy. It has to have a lot of like peanut bits in it. And like I said, like I'm really texture sensitive. Maybe that's like part of it too. I don't know. What kind of fish did you have? We got 3 different rolls. We got rolls. We had a spider roll. So spider roll usually has like what? Soft shell crab. Deep fried soft shell crab, and it had masago on the top, and it had some the fake crab meat. And then we had this one that was like a tuna one. It had spicy tuna on top, and then on the inside it had a shrimp tempura and more fake crab meat, and there was avocados in the spider roll one. And then we had a baked one, and that one, I have no idea what was in that one. It was like, I don't even know what the roll was called, but it was like a baked roll. So it had like tin foil and everything. And then it had like some kind of cooked fish on the outside. And then the inside had, I don't know, rice and crab. You've never had a baked sushi roll? You've never had a sushi bake? Sushi bakes are so good. Man, now I want sushi? Yeah, but be careful, you might get a stomachache like me. I was like saying earlier, I was like, man, why is sushi so expensive? And then somebody was like, straight up was like, oh, it's because like it's expensive because they gotta get it to you and not give you a stomachache. But then I got a stomachache anyway after paying for my expensive sushi. Yeah, sushi bakes are like pretty cheap and easy to make at home too, by the way. Have I ever made it? No, but my friend has made it for me and it was really good. Because like a lot of time you don't put a lot of like real sushi stuff in there. You just put like the artificial crab. The artificial crab, and then it's like a lot of sauce and rice and stuff. And then you just like you get it and you put it on like seaweed and stuff and you just eat it like that. It's really good. You've only had gas station sushi? Well, I mean, if that's all that your area has. I know some areas just don't have sushi, you know? So I don't think that's a bad thing. You don't use wasabi or soy sauce? I mean, okay, technically, to me that's heinous because I put so much wasabi. Okay, I gotta go bathroom. My stomach's hurting. I'm gonna see if it should be fine. I should just be able to dip a little bit and be back. But I'm gonna like sit on the toilet for like an extra second just to like make sure. So if I take a little bit longer, just know that I'm giving extra time so I don't have to go back, hopefully. But if it's really bad, I'll come back and I'll let you guys know and we'll just end stream. And I'll start it again later or something like that. Because, yeah, I don't know. Or we'll push it to tomorrow because I don't want to have to like keep getting up and using the restroom like every 5 minutes. And peeing out of my butthole, you know. Like, okay, gross, but also like real, right? Like, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put the BRB screen on, and hopefully I'm back sooner than later. And I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel. Also, I did want to mention that, like, if anyone doesn't like this sort of talk, I apologize. But also, I do think a lot of these kind of topics are taboo for, like, no reason. So I do kind of like the idea of, like, demystifying them. Ah, shit. Why did my... Ugh, sorry, my YouTube logged out in the middle of the thing. My stream's still going, right? I think it's still going. I think it's fine. There we go. What? Is it working now? Okay, there it is. Anyway, yeah, like, I know some people don't like talking about it. It's, like, icky or whatever, but, yeah, I just think it's, like, silly that people don't talk about stuff like this. And I don't like, or, like, you know, I mean, we can make hee haha jokes, but in general, I'm just like, it's normal. Bodily functions, you know what I mean? Shit happens literally. Anyway, I don't know how I felt about that. If I were to rate that, that was, like, a really bad one. I don't know. Like, rate my poop, like, maybe like a 2. I don't know. And it was I don't have a read for you. Whether or not I will have to go again, I don't know. It was one of those where I, like, sat down and I was like, oh, I guess that's it. It was pretty fast. So anyway, in general though, personally, I feel like I don't really have, like, I don't have a healthy cycle. I don't have a healthy cycle. 2 out of 5 or 2 out of 10? No, like 2 out of 10. Remember, the baseline is low. I'm having stomach problems. The baseline is low. But yeah. I'm gonna get you more about. Oh, I have a I have a probiotics gamer subs. I literally have a probiotics gamer subs. I should probably eat some bananas too. My roommate's been buying bananas, so I should probably drink the probiotics gamer subs. Do you have a gamer sub for everything? What does a gamer subs do? Probiotic gamer subs. Although I don't know if that really helps me, but I feel like my roommate said that it helps her. Puck, thank you so much for 5 months of membership. No earlier duty calls. Almost half a year of member. Yippee. Yay. Yippee. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, your icon, I'm assuming is like a Pikmin. But it reminds me of that one Digimon that has the pants. The Digimon in... Is it Frontiers? He has the pants. You know what I mean? Oh, it's Puck from Berserk. Okay, admittedly, I have not read or watched Berserk. Have you taken any medication for stomach issues? So, actually, I was like, maybe I'll have some Pepto. And then I opened the closet and there was no Pepto. So my roommate actually just went out to buy some. She just went out to buy some. Usually do yogurt and gummy vitamins. Okay, so the thing is, I really don't like American yogurt. And I know that sounds like so crazy, but I don't like American yogurt. Should we just switch to talking? Wait, let's switch really quick because I'm afraid of like playing this game and then being in the middle of a game and then like having to take a shit. Like that's that's not where I want to be right now. You know what I mean? The double RNG yeah, I don't one set of RNG is like bad enough for me. So it might be DQ'd for taking a dump. Yeah. Has that ever happened? Like in a tournament? Have you guys ever had that happen where you're like in an actual tournament, like an important TCG tournament, you're there in person and everything, and then like, what do? Like you're in the middle of your game. Can you raise your hand to the judge and tell them to be like I am having a bathroom emergency? Can you like do that? Or is that like cheating? Cause like, what if you're like cheating? I guess some people could be cheating. They could say like, you know, in high school when kids would cheat like that, they would say that and then they would go to the bathroom and then like look up the answers. You never had that? It's a nightmare of yours? Time for the diaper! Ew! Oh, I did do that. Tell the judge to bring the bedpan. No! Look, either I go now or I go here. You get to pick. Ah! I don't know. It must have happened. There must be instances, like records of this happening, right? They might let you, but the round clock isn't going to be paused. I see. I see. Does the judge have to go with you to make sure you don't cheat? And then like hold your hand so that they know that you're not like, you know, on your phone, right? When I get nervous before a big test or tournament, my metabolism go crazy. You know, I actually had never heard of that until I read Haikyuu, and Hinata has that problem. And I didn't know that was like a thing. And then I read Haikyuu and I was like, oh shit, I guess like that's like an actual thing that people have, like the nervous bowel movements, basically. Pretty crazy. I don't have that. I think like my bowel movements are not good. I have really bad bowel movements. It's like really, really bad. Gotta go to the bathroom before the test. Yeah, but like, what if it's not a good poop and then you're just like, you know, or you don't like get the poop, like the satisfactory poop, and then now you're like taking the test and now you have to poop again. I don't think I've ever had to use a restroom during a test. Actually, maybe I have. Maybe I have a couple times. You force it? Oh my. Fiber. Okay, what is your recommended food of choice for fiber, chat? I had a phase when I played TCG and I would end up being super hungry after the end of the game, but at the same time I was really focused. You know, like honestly, I felt that because I feel like when I was at BSF, I was so fucking hungry. Oh, we had such a nice team that we played against, and they were like, "Oh, are you guys hungry? We have extra snacks. Do you want some snacks?" And I was like, "Whoa, they're so nice." So they gave us some gummies, little Welch's gummies. It was really sweet of them. Well, they gave it to my teammate, and then he gave it to us as well. But it was really sweet. Bananas or almonds? Almonds, really? Rug brood? What is that? What kind of food is that? You go to a bakery before, it lasts you all day. Yeah, like, I feel like every time I go to locals, I forget to bring food, and then I get super freaking hungry in the middle. But luckily, oh man, I was actually just thinking about this the other day, because I was at locals, and like, luckily my locals is like pretty chill, and there's like a food places nearby. But the thing about locals, like both of the locals that I kind of go to, but like the thing is, I feel like I'm very fortunate that one of the locals that I go to have really good parking and bathrooms. I feel like locals having good parking and both good parking and good bathrooms is like insane. So difficult. The other locals that I went to has bad parking, bad bathroom, but my friend lives nearby, so I can park at his apartment. he opens his parking garage, and I follow his car in, and I park in his guest space, and then I walk over. We walk a little bit, a couple blocks down to locals because they don't have good parking there. Here, locals isn't a bodega shopping center. Well, at least the shopping center is kind of nice because then you have good parking and you have food nearby. That's nice. Your local car shop I frequent has snacks and a refrigerator for cold drink. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, one of the locals I go to has water and like a vending machine, a soda vending machine. Use the bathroom there too. I have a few public restrooms. Well, that locals doesn't have a bathroom. So it was actually really funny because I was with T-Pel and T-Pel's friend, And T-Pal's friend in the middle had like an emergency, like I did. Like he was like, I gotta go, like right now. And he luckily had a bye that round, and he was like, if I don't make it back in time, you guys can start the next round without me. Like, just tell my opponent I forfeit. And he like ran back to T-Pal. It's T-Pal's apartment complex. Well, that's where he was living. He doesn't live there anymore. He like ran there. But the thing is, like, even if the apartment complex is kind of close, it was like really painful to get into. It's like you had to like go into the front door, you had to unlock the front gate, then you go in, then you have to like unlock the door that goes into the elevator, then you get in the elevator, and then you have to like unlock the elevator, and then you have to go up to the room, and then you get to the room and you have to unlock the door to the room. I mean, obviously, and then you can go to the bathroom. But so like, it's not like a close by. It's not like, oh yeah, you just go down a couple blocks and then you can just go right in and go to the bathroom. It's like a whole journey. Yeah, he had an Attack on Titan sequence. He literally, I mean, I wasn't there with him. I don't know how he went, but I can imagine my man's was running. He probably was running for his goddamn life. I don't know. And then when he got back, he was like panting. He's like, like, did I make it back? But he actually did make it back because he had a bye, so he had like a whole like almost hour to go and come back. So gotta send it before it sends him. Actually though, like so many local stores I've been to just to have like no bathroom or shit bathrooms. And I don't mean that literally, or I sometimes mean that literally. LGSs tend to be really grimy, unfortunately. We're looking at the one we frequent is a lot more open up with a bar, espresso, and hot food. I had a friend that went to a locals last week. She went to a store that she had like never been to before. Also, hello, Mr. Allen. We were talking about TCG's locals. We're talking about the bathroom at locals. She went to a locals that she hadn't been for the first time. She didn't tell me about the bathroom situation or the parking situation, but she was like telling me that it was like suffocating in there. She was saying that there was like no ventilation in there. And it wasn't even like, it's not like there were too many people in the place. It was just like the place was really poorly ventilated. And she literally said that she had to step out in the middle of like between rounds. She had to step out to like breathe. She was like, I had to like leave the premise. I was like, oh no. But I have been going to locals a little bit more recently, and I made a bunch of friends because I went to a different shop, and there was like a gaggle of girls there, so we all became friends, and it's really nice. We have like a little group chat now. Part of the grass touching I've been doing. Girls? I know. It's crazy. But it's been really nice to like meet other girls that play TCGs, and it's been really fun. It's been really like chill to like talk with them and go to locals, trade cards and stuff. It's pretty crazy. Almost every bathroom I've seen at LGS is like backwater countryside level term. Okay, to be fair, my main locals, that like the best part of that locals is that it has good parking and good bathrooms, and it has like amenities nearby, and they sell water. That's like the holy trifecta. The locals holy trifecta. They sell water. Oh wait, sorry, my roommate's messaging me about the Pepto. Okay, which type of... Okay, chat. What's your favorite Pepto? I said the chewable ones, maybe. Because she was like, which one? I'm thinking of chewables. Go, chat. What's your favorite type of Pepto? What is your favorite way to consume Pepto? We should talk about... We were talking about, like, textures of candy. Where do Tum chewables and Pepto chewables lie on the scale of powder to hard candy? It's all coming full circle. You drink it. You don't like the drink. I don't like liquid medication in general. Those are not candies. I'd rather have Tums. Yeah, but Tums doesn't help you if you have the runs. Tums is like if you have acid reflux or if you're having like heartburn. Or if you're like burping or farting uncontrollably. Oh my god. You just chew them all at once. Medicinal tablet ranking, nice. Wow, someone needs a Tums. Wait, what the heck is this? She sent me a picture. It's like Pepto-Bismol chews. No, I want chewables. What the hell? There's Pepto-Bismol chewables. I gotta find her a picture. Sorry, give me a second. She showed me these ones. These look like candy. Wait, I'll show you guys two in a second. Chewables. Okay, so this is the Pepto-Bismol that I want. Let me show you. This is turning into Pepto-Bismol stream. Sponsor me, Pepto, please. What is Pepto? Johnson & Johnson? Okay, she found it. Great. But then she sent me these. She was like, is this the right one? And then she sent me these. I've never seen these before. Have you guys seen these? You saw those the other day? You've seen them? Those look tasty. It's the apple juice thing. Oh my gosh, shut up! This is different! Okay, I like the chewable ones because it's a little easier and I can like I don't have to like, because even with like the I used to like the tablets more, but with the tablets I need water. And I feel like I have like a whole mental hurdle with like, and I don't have a mental hurdle with tablets, but like you get like mind games about it. You know what I mean? But then the chewables, I just like, it's easy. But what the fuck are these chews? What are these Wait, they look like Mentos. Wait, chat. Wait. What is this? This is like Mentos. Don't they look like Mentos? Don't put them in Diet Coke. Did you guys ever do that? Wait, there's also ones that have like different flavors. What the heck? Forbidden Mento? Why are they delightfully chewy? Mento-Bismol! You have the Tums version? Okay, I have seen the Tums version. Although I don't mind regular Tums. I think regular Tums taste fine. Like the smoothie Tums are really good. Medical Mentos. Pink eggs? Okay, someone put Tums chews or Pepto-Bismol chews in Diet Coke and let me know how that goes for you. Smoothie Tums. Yeah, smoothie Tums are the best. They're the best type of Tums. That looks so tasty. Sponsor me, Smoothie Tums. Yeah, Smoothie Tums, sponsor me. Mentos walk so Mento-Bismol can run. No. She just took a picture. She was like, "Is this the right one?" She probably should have just taken a picture of the entire aisle and then I could have circled it, but it's fine. Pepto-Bismol. What is the taste of Pepto-Bismol? Like, what is it supposed? Is it supposed to taste like something? Is it supposed to taste like bubblegum? I was always like, it tastes like Pepto-Bismol. You know what I mean? Tastes like pink. It's pink. I mean, I know it's pink. Is it supposed to taste like pink? It tastes like disgusting. Why is everyone like just typing pink in chat? It was like a failed bubblegum flavor. Yes, and pink. Tastes like pink. What does that mean? I think it's unironically supposed to taste like double bubble. I was talking, when was I talking about this? Do you get, wasn't it on like a collab stream where I brought up zebra stripes? Did you guys say they still make zebra stripes? Yes or no? Double bubble flavor is pink? Pink flavor. They still do? Oh, I guess it's not a boomer thing then. Yeah, and they still last 5 seconds. The gum that lasts 5 seconds. Wouldn't you say that zebra stripes are like, in terms of lasting, don't they last longer than juicy fruit? Wouldn't you say that they last longer than juicy fruit? Because like I feel like juicy fruit, like literally as soon as the gum turns into gum, it's like not a stick anymore. I feel like that's when the flavor goes away. But my grandma loved juicy fruit. She would carry around, what's the green one? It was always so juicy fruit's the yellow one. And then the green one was the mint flavored one. What was that one? That one was the same. It's like you put it in, the second you put it in your mouth, it just like actually just the taste is gone. Is it just called spearmint? No way. I think it had like a brand name. Oh, is it double mint? I don't think the flavor of Pepto compares to anything. It's like a weird neutral milky sweet. It sounds good when you describe it that way. Imagine if someone doesn't know what Pepto is and you describe it to them like it's a weird neutral milky sweet. I feel like they'd be like, oh, that sounds kind of good. Sounds kind of like milk tea or something. Need a quadruple mint. Yeah, those like gum sticks just never lasted. Red Hot gum, like hot tamale and stuff. Big Red, right? The gum was Big Red. It's Big Red is the gum. Hot tamale is like Mike and Ike's, except it's like spicy. I have no idea what it is, but I need to order it in bulk. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, Big Red. Wait, you're talking about Big Red, right? I love Big Red. Also, Big Red lasts for a lot longer than juicy fruit, double mint, or what was the last zebra stripes? Big Red has the soda. There's a Big Red soda for zebra stripes. I find it has a very pleasant fragrance that lingers in your nose, while juicy fruit is very bold on the tongue but doesn't have anything to... Are we like talking... Oh my god, my roommate was talking about how she like had a family dinner and her like cousins were talking about wine and she had no idea what the fuck they were talking. Like, you guys know my roommate and I, we drink like $2 chucks all the time. We love wine, but we could not tell you like, I mean, we could probably tell you a good wine from a bad wine because like it probably tastes bad versus it tastes good. But like in general, we're drinking cheap wines, right? And then her cousin apparently was just like, oh, you know, the afterbirth of the wine. And she was like, the what now? Say that again. Come again. The what? I've heard of like mouthfeel or like dryness or like earth tones or like whatever, but like the afterbirth? What? Rabs, thank you for the super chat. If you don't hear your wine, are you even tasting? So you know, like I've seen all those like you know, in television or whatever, you like swirl the wine. And I was like talking to my dad and I swirled the wine, and my dad is kind of a wine snob and he was like, no, don't swirl the wine. I was like, what? Why? Post wine clarity. He was like, you're supposed to smell it and taste it before you swirl it, because if you swirl it, you're aerating it and you're gonna change the flavor. So you want to taste it first before you swirl it. Then you swirl it. Then you taste it to see the difference in taste pre-swirl and post-swirl. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, huh? Like, okay. Genuinely, so I was like, okay, maybe he's, yeah, he literally came in with the actually. I was the post-swirl clarity, stop. So he said that, and then I like tried it, and I genuinely could not tell the difference. I genuinely couldn't tell the difference. So I don't know, maybe it's just because I have like really cheap wine or something. It just like doesn't matter. But like, yeah. Well, I told you guys like my dad's like wine snob friend story, right? So I think my dad is like kind of scarred. So now he's like very careful about how he how he drinks his wine. So If you guys like didn't hear the story, the TLDR is basically my dad has a friend who is a wine snob who has essentially been banned from coming to my parents' home anymore because my mom has like banned him from because she was so offended. So my mom, bless her heart, has like extreme, if you're a Korean, you know, it's like the Korean mom taste. So they have these plates, for example, that have like bugs and leaves on it, and it's like really expensive. I don't remember what I'm gonna look it up. Korean expensive plate set. They're like these really I don't know why they're so expensive. I think they're really ugly Portmarians. I think I pronounced that completely incorrectly, but they look something like this. Wow, that's big. They look like this. Every like Korean household has these, and you can see the sticker. It's $40 a plate for this very silly looking plate, and it's just like some weird Korean thing. Or is it an Asian thing in general? I thought it was a Korean thing. All right, Asian thing in general. My mom is like obsessed with these plates. Okay, and then so like part of this setup is that you also have these really geometric looking crystal. Oh, sorry, give me a second. I think the Pepto's here. One sec. Oh yeah, like I Uber eated it, yeah. No, my roommate, she had to go to Target. She was saying that she had to go anyway, so she was like, "Oh, I'll go and I'll get you some." So I don't have my Pepto. How many of these do I have? Directions. Adults. 2 tablets every half hour. Okay. It's kind of cute. I was imagining something else when you said they were plates with bugs on them. Like, I just think it's really unnerving to have any sort of plates with bugs on. Like, why would you want bugs on the plate that you're like eating food off of, you know? All right, let me have my Pepto really quick. I will say though, even though I said that it's more convenient because you don't have to have water, it is nice to have water with these because it does leave that nasty chalky Pepto taste in your mouth. Where is Rumi? She dropped it off and then she left. I'm Pepto maxing. Pepto review. Pepto ASMR. Oh, it's really chalky. Oh, now it's getting to the part where it kind of gets like mushy. Oh, it's getting stuck on my teeth. It's stuck on my teeth. Swirl it and smell it. Stop. It's like really stuck in my teeth. Alright, I'll smell it. What does Pepto smell like? Impeccable mouthfeel. Stop Pepto maxing. I feel like it doesn't have a scent actually. I feel like it's been tainted by the fact that I've already like eaten one. Because I can like taste it in my nose, but I can't. If I try to smell it, it kind of faintly smells like Pepto, but it's kind of hard to smell. I can't tell if I can smell it or not. I don't know. All right, we go for the next Pepto ASMR. Ooh, oh, a good crunch. Whapped it? That's not how that works. Inhale the Pepto. Snort it. First we're snorting Fun Dip and now we're snorting Pepto. Pepto with a hint of Bismol. Stop! Pepto maxing. God. Alright. Okay, the Pepto has been ingested. Anyway, where did it land on the candy hardness scale? I would say that it's closer to Smarties. Because it also starts kind of dissolving in your mouth. Kind of like Smarties, where it kind of turns into like very like powdery. So I would say it's closer on the Smarties scale. So not like the left side of that spectrum. Anyway, so my mom, going back to these plates that my mom has. She also has these really crystal cups. They're like very geometric and have like all these lines and shit in it, and they're made of like pure crystal. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means for it to be made out of crystal, but she has these like crystal cups. My dad's wine snob friend comes and refuses to drink wine out of these cups. He goes to his car and comes back with like wine glasses that he had in his car, because the man carries wine glasses, I guess, just in case someone has fucking crystal cups in their house instead of proper wine glasses or whatever. So that's why he got banned from my parents' house. Obviously my mom like played nice, and then after he left, she was like, that man is not allowed to step foot in our house ever again. She was like, he is not allowed to step foot in our home ever again. Yeah, she was like, nah. What level of wine snob is that? I have no idea. Anyway, that's the very short abridged version of what happened. That is weird to do. I mean, it's really snobby. It's really snobby to be at somebody's home and then be offered wine and be like, no, wait. Your wine glasses suck. And then like go to your car and like come back with like your own wine glasses. Yeah. How much did the wine cost? I think it was like nice wine, but I don't think it was like anything crazy, you know? Bad manners, yeah. And like, you know, my mom's crystal cups, they're like goblets. But you can drink wine out of them just fine. They're not wine glasses. Anyway, my mom like felt so embarrassed by it that she actually went and bought normal wine glasses after that. And I don't think I've ever seen her use the crystal goblets since. They're just in the pantry now forever. What was he thinking? The geometric shape of the wine glass was going to affect... Okay, see, the thing is, I think wine snobs are partial to the shape of the wine. Like, have you guys seen that ProZD skit where he, like, talks about, like, when you're on a subreddit for too long, and then he, like, talks about, like water... Like, his whole joke is, like, yes, the pH of this water. And then he talks about, like, drinking it from a tall glass or like a wide glass or whatever. Like that's like wine snobs. Like actual wine snobs are actually like that. They're like for real are like that. She should have doubled down on the goblets. She was really offended. But she is an Asian mom and they succumb to peer pressure a lot. I feel like more easily than normal people. Leo, want me to use it on your next reunion? Yeah, I'll be like, where are the nice crystal goblets? Although, by the next time I see them, she might be like, oh yeah, I tossed those away. We never used them. she might be like, yeah, I would never drink wine out of those. That matters for like $500 bottles at best. It is possible that the bottle was like a $500 bottle. I don't think it was $1,000 bottle, but it might be around the 500 range. My dad for like a hot second was like a wine snob, and then maybe because my mom banned his friend from coming over, they don't hang out anymore. Because he hasn't been doing wine snobs. I feel like my parents have kind of shifted to whiskey more recently. I hope the goblets are okay. Why do you care? They want to matter somewhat, but not enough for most to worry about. Yeah, I think it's just like wine snob stuff. The whiskey snobs are worse? Oh no. Oh no. I feel like whiskey alone, I'm just not. I can't like not make a face. But it is possible that this is because of that one time. The first time that I'd ever had straight whiskey was when I downed an entire bottle of it. And I didn't I was young and I didn't know how expensive whiskey was. And I was gifted 2 bottles of whiskey. And yeah. So that after that I was really sick. I wasn't underage. It wasn't that long ago, but I got really sick, like really hungover. I was tasting whiskey for like the next 3 days. Like it was really, really bad. What kind of whiskey? It was an Odin. And I didn't know how expensive whiskey was. So I didn't quite know that Odin was like a really good, nice whiskey. I was like, oh yeah, it's like, you know, like Jack Daniels. I don't know all this shit about whiskey, okay? And then I drank the entire fucking bottle. And then I got really sick. I threw up multiple times. And could not stop tasting whiskey for like 3 days. And then I did not have... Yeah, I drank the entire bottle. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, it was a bottle of Oban, and I was really, 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 really sick. And then so I feel like that ruined whiskey for me for a long time. And so even now when I drink whiskey, I kind of like make a face, like face. You're intense, Leor. I did a lot of stupid things in my youth. I wasn't that young, but I was younger than I was now, which makes it my youth. I think when I did that, I was still older than most other VTubers. Anyway, you know what is like, I feel like for a long time I was like, I'm not that old. And then now I'm like, okay, you know what? I guess I am old. I don't know. Girl, your youth is like middle school and high school, not 5 years ago. How many years has it been? I guess actually it might actually be around 5 years ago. But I feel like 5 years ago and now, I feel like I was much more youthful than I am now. I feel so old now. But I also think part of it is just that I'm being surrounded by so many young people. I think I just, prior to becoming a VTuber, I had never been around so many young people. And then I became a VTuber and then everyone's like a child. And I was like, oh, oh, interesting. Yeah. Anyway. You're not old. I get what you're saying. I think a better word is you're more mature, not old. See, I would also think that I'm not old, but I see what the kids say on TikTok. I'm surrounded by old people, so I feel fine. See, okay, up until I was a VTuber, I was also surrounded by old people. Like, every job I had, I was the youngest person there. I was the youngest person in the room, everywhere. All my friends, I was the youngest one, you know? I mentioned that on the other stream the other day. I don't remember whose stream or what stream, but that's how it always felt. I was always the youngest one in the room. So I felt young and youthful and alive. And then I became a VTuber, and then I'm the oldest person in the room every single time. And then, we're not just talking like the oldest person out of 5 people. We're talking like the oldest person out of like 20 people. And then the oldest person, including the chat, out of like 100 people. And then I'm just like, okay, actually, maybe I am kind of old. At least you're younger than Coconut. That's true. At least I have Coconut. If I am with Coconut, at least but she's not that much older than me. We're like very close in age. You're younger than some of us too. Not many of you. Not many of you. There, don't turn to dust. I'm trying. I'm literally trying so hard. But maybe if I turn to dust, it'll be like the cycle. I will be the fun dip powder in a bag. When you realize you are the adult, bro. I still will say stuff like, when I grow up. I'll say stuff like, oh yeah, when I get older. I'm like, oh shit, I'm already old. Snort the Leora powder, not the Leora fun tip. I even say stuff like, oh, like, I'm not good at talking to adults, and then my roommate will always be like, Leora, you are an adult, and I'm like, no, don't say that. She literally is like, Leora, you are an adult. You can't see that you're bad at talking to adults. I'm like, you know what I mean? I mean the adults, not me, adult. Feels old, man. True. I hope you don't feel bad about your age. No, I don't. Like I said, up until recently, I always thought I was the youngest person. So I don't feel like that has changed too much. Like I've also mentioned that most of my friends are older than me. So like my IRL friends. So I don't feel old, especially because like the people I hang out with IRL are like all older than I am, you know? I have friends that are like past 40. So like it's like, you know, I have friends that are past 40. So, you know, like it's just one of those things where we hang out and it's like, oh yeah, like so-and-so is 40 and so-and-so is above 40 and, you know, but it's like whatever. The call-outs. Well, I mean, so that's why I don't feel like old yet. I feel like even when they get older, I won't feel that old because we're all friends, right? But you're young and hip mentality. That's what counts. I'm the reverse. I'm the oldest of your IRL friends. Really? I think it just like, it depends on like what kind of circles you were in when you were in those circles, right? Sometimes I'll like see my family members doing things like my cousins and stuff, and or like even my friends that like have children, and I look at my life and I'm like, people are getting pregnant, they bring their kids over here to my house, and I'm just like sitting there like, I sure pretend like I'm an anime girl on YouTube for fun. Like people are like building families, nurturing life, bringing new life into this world, and I'm like, I pretend like I'm an anime girl on the internet. I make dick jokes in front of 150 people. King Crab, thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to 90s kids, had to be grown up. True. Shout out indeed. I go to TCG locals and play funny card games. I play funny card games with strangers and pay lots of money to open more cardboard. Yeah. Imagine being the one watching the anime girl. Bro, like, I don't watch the anime girls too, okay? Living the dream, a true role model. They're probably jealous. You know, honestly, they probably are. Because I probably have, like, a really carefree life. And they're like, wow, that must be so nice. I wish I wasn't, like, not able to sleep for 5 months straight because my child will not stop screaming, you know? But yeah. Anyway, sometimes, yeah, I don't really, like, beat myself. You guys know, I'm pretty happy and content and confident in what I do and where I am in life and how I am in life. So I usually don't, like, I don't really feel bad about stuff, so you guys don't have to worry about me too much. But it's like, you know, sometimes you have a lapse of judgment where you see stuff like that and you're like, is that where I'm supposed to be at? King Grub, thank you so much for 18 months of membership. Same here. I went to my friend's wedding, but I was searching Iron Man toys on the way back home. How different he and I are. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Embrace it, right? Embrace it and You know, I don't know. I've just been the last, like this year, last year, it's been like the most fun I've had in my entire life. The most absolute fun I've had in my entire life. So, like, I'm not complaining. Delta, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, here's the midlife crisis motorcycle fun. Thank you. Thank you. My midlife, I was having quarter life crisis a while ago, and now I'm just vibing. I didn't even need to buy a motorcycle. Well, I did buy a Kamen Rider motorcycle. Does that count? I think that was a little bit earlier though. But anyway, I did buy one. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like I'm chilling. Basically the same thing. Yeah, essentially. I'm just enjoying my life. Which one? The Maha bike. The best one. Are you watching Gotchard? I'm not. I complain about this all the time, and I'm so sorry that people who are like sick of me complaining about this. I just don't have a reliable way to watch Kamen Rider anymore. During Geats, I had like a place that I went on social media that like posted it so I could watch it on my TV, and it was really nice. And then in the middle of Geats, they like shut down. So I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I can't watch Kamen Rider anymore. And I really don't want to like download Kamen Rider. So I'll probably wait for Gotchard to come out on DVD. I might also buy the Geats DVD, the Blu-ray, just watch the Blu-ray and marathon it. Which scale? I got the SH Figure Arts Maha Bike and Maha, Kamen Rider Maha, but I don't know where he went. He's gone. He disappeared one day. I think it was in one of my my moves. He disappeared. Just like Dad. Just like Dad. He went to get milk and never came back. Rode off into the sunset. Well, he left his bike. Mine now. Mine now. I was actually in Japan when Drive was still airing as well. And so I was really sad because I had just missed the Maha bike. But I got to see the Chaser bike. But I love Chase, but I really wanted to see the Maha bike, and I'm sad. Have you guys seen all the Rider Common stuff? It's the gacha game that's coming out that was made specifically for me because it's made by Liebherr Entertainment, who also made A3 and Aichu, which I was also a huge fan of, both of those games. Which is like weird because ironically, and maybe this is part of the problem, Aichu and A3, both of them, I never paid money. And you guys know I'm kind of a whale, but I actually don't whale as much for male characters in gacha, so maybe that's why. But also like A3 and Aichu, I had my favorites, but I didn't have like a favorite. It was just like the story that was really good. So my expectation for Rider Comments is actually really high too, because I feel like the story is going to be really good. The only issue with Liebherr's stuff is that one, they really don't like to bring things over stateside. So the only one that they brought over was A3, and it didn't do as well as they hoped, I guess. So they just shut down the servers, which is crazy to me. It wasn't even around that long. So yeah, and A3 was localized so well. One of the best gacha game localizations I've ever seen. To the point where I literally went to look up who localized A3. I don't think I found it, but I was like, who localized A3? I need to know because the localization is actually so good. So good. Just one of those localizations that are like perfect. You hear the audio and you're like, oh my god, this is so good. So I have my concerns. If Rider Comments comes out to the US, first of all, it's not going to be for a long time. If they even bring it here, which I don't think they will. And so far, we haven't gotten any of the Kamen Rider games in the US. Did you guys ever play the Neko no Atsume Kamen Rider version? That was like actually one of my favorite games. Let me. Kamen Rider Neko Atsume. Well, you know I'm old because this is like a really old game. But if you guys know Neko Atsume, it's like a game where you like put out little like snackies for the cats to show up, and then like when the cats show up, like, you know, you can get like rare cats depending on what kind of snackies you put out for them, or like what kind of toys you put out for them. It was like that, except it was Kamen Rider. It looked like this. It was really cute. And it was like, you would put out like different toys, and then different Kamen Riders will show up depending on what kind of toys you put, and they'll fight the shockers. And it was really cute, and I was really happy every time Drive showed up, because Drive's one of my favorites, as you guys know. And I don't think Maha was in this game though, unfortunately. But then like they can like rescue civilians and stuff. It was really cute. It was so cute. Yeah, well, you don't give him snackies, you give him toys. It would have been funny if you could give him snackies though. Give the Kamen Rider snackies. Yeah, I love this game. I play the shit out of this game. They never brought it over to the US, so I just had to play it in Japanese and download it through the Japanese like Play Store and everything. It was good times. And you could like bring stuff that would bring certain shockers, and then it would bring certain Kamen Riders to beat them and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, the good old days. That's pain when the good games stay overseas. I get it though. I get it though, because it's just one of those things where like, especially Kamen Rider is like really niche in the States. And then like in the niche, for example, in Japan, the people who would play something like Kamen Rider Atsume or Rider Kamens, they're like the female audience, right? So it's like females that like Kamen Rider because that's like a huge audience in Japan. Or like the housewives that are watching, like the stay-at-home moms and stuff that are watching while with their kids and stuff. But I feel like in North America, the market is really small. And then on top of that, the female market for Kamen Rider is a lot smaller than it is in Japan. I think like in Japan, 90% of Kamen Rider audience is female. But in America or in North America, I feel like Kamen Rider audience is mostly male. So these kind of games like Kamen Rider Atsume or Rider Kamens, which are very clearly targeted towards women, it's just not going to do as well here. So they probably just don't import those. Really, female audience? Well, like I said, I think a lot of it comes from stay-at-home moms. So a large percent of it is stay-at-home moms that watch the show with their children, and then they always hire really hot and up-and-coming actors in Kamen Rider. Many girls that I know that like Kamen Rider watch Kamen Rider for the hot actors. A lot of my friends that are into Kamen Riders also are really big into like 2.5D. So like they like stage plays or musicals based off of anime. And a lot of those actors and toku actors have a very large crossover. And so, yeah, it's just like one of those things that has kind of a large female audience. They did a poll sphere back pre-cures watched by young girls and older guys. Kamen Riders watched by young boys and older ladies. Yeah, basically. There really should be more games for Kamen Rider. Yeah, but okay, see, the issue is if we're talking, so we just talked about demographics, right? If the Kamen Rider, assuming that the Kamen Rider demographic in Japan is largely older women, like housewife / stay-at-home mom type women, older, the likelihood of them buying a game for like Steam or PlayStation is obviously not going to be very high. So that's why they probably have a bunch of these mobile games, because mobile games, they're more likely to play. So just like to keep that kind of like in mind too, right? The demographic. Or they're going to make games that appeal to little boys. So the games that in North America, a lot of the Kamen Rider audience would want, which is like a more like actual action-packed stuff, usually doesn't happen unless, and here's the exception, it's nostalgia bait. So it's boys, little boys that grew up liking Kamen Rider who still like Kamen Rider, like kind of like how Power Rangers fans are in North America. You grew up watching it, so you have this nostalgia for it. You have this attachment to the series. So that's why a lot of like Kamen Rider games tend to feature a lot of those older Kamen Rider series, right? Because it's targeting the audience, which is not watching the newest Kamen Riders, but has nostalgia for the older Kamen Riders and grew up with Kamen Rider, you know? Anyway, my theory, it's all just, conjecture. I don't know. That's my joke, not joke, my thoughts. Them's my thoughts. I don't know how much of that is true. It's just like out of observation, what I've seen, what I've noticed, and if I were them, what I would do. Thinking about target audience and demographics and such, you know? Yeah. If kids can spend on V-Bucks and Robux that they can spend on gachas, I think the gacha audience in Japan is also very wildly different than North America. I think the way that children interact with media in Asia versus the way they do in America is very different. And even within Asia, it's really different. So I also would say that it's weird because in Japan, a lot of children watch VTubers. I know that's like so strange, but like if you go to a Japanese elementary or middle school, I don't know about high schools, I'm assuming high schools too, all the kids know like every member of like Niji Sanji, and there's like 1,000 members in JP branch. They know all of them because that's like what kids do. It's like most children in Japan watch Niji Sanji. Like it's actually kind of crazy to think about. Niji is the domestic. I think people in America do not understand how big everyone thinks that like Hololive is the big one. Like no, like you do not understand. You do not understand. Like in Japan, normal people watch Niji Sanji. Hololive is for otakus and weebs. If you were like a weeb, then you watch Hololive in Japan. If you are a normal human being, like a total not a normal human being, like a total normie, you don't watch Hololive. You watch Niji. It's completely different. It's completely different. The audience is like very, very different. And for us in America, that's weird because only weebs watch VTubers, period. Like, you know, only weebs are normies are not really watching VTubers yet here, right? But in Japan, it's very different, right? It's like, it's a very different scale and a lot more normies, kids just watch Niji Sanji. Also, I want to mention that in Japan, computer access is still really different than it is here. And I know that sounds really strange, but not everyone in Japan has a computer at home. Like, that's normal. Only really intense tech people / like people who do things in tech or work in tech or are like really hardcore. That's why console gaming is still so big there. People don't know how to, like, normal average people. I'm not talking about the VTubers that you see. I'm not talking about like, you know, people in certain niches like the tech industry. Normal average people in Japan don't know how to use a computer. And that sounds crazy, but like I'm not even making making that up. That's why they play that's why console gaming is huge. Kids in Japan don't play games on their phone. They play Switch games. Every child in Japan plays the Switch. That's like normal there. Kids watch Niji Sanji and play the Nintendo Switch. That's it. It's like complete, like they don't buy Robux. They don't do Fortnite. Like they just, like if you play Fortnite, you must be a gamer, you know? Or you have like siblings, older siblings that are gamers, right? My friend in like, this was like 6 years ago, working in Japan. She is working on she has to submit a form. She does Control C, Control V. She does Control C, Control V on the computer, and her coworkers are all like in awe. Like, holy shit, how did you do that? Like, what is that? And she had a coworker straight up tell her, like, you should go into engineering. She had a coworker tell her you should go into engineering. Like, you're really good at computers. You should go into engineering. And she was like, what the fuck? No. My friend was literally like, what do you mean? Anyway, obviously these are like, this was 6 years ago. Obviously these are like generalizations, but it's just like it's a different landscape. And 6 years ago, while it's a long time ago, it's not that long ago. It's not long ago enough for Control C, Control. I was doing Control C, Control V in fucking middle school. Like, you know? Generalization. And I just think it's just like a different way. It's like a different way of people like working, consuming media, and like so I think we have to like think about things like in perspective. Like, why do they keep making this? Why won't they do this? Why are they like, how come, like, you know, people will complain like, oh, like, why do they keep releasing these things on console? Why don't they release it on Steam? It's just so different. It's just so different. Why would they release anything on Steam? Why would they have porting for PC at all? Their audience isn't there. Their domestic audience is just not there. Why do they have Switch exclusives when everything else is doing cross play? Like, what's wrong with them? Why are they so behind? Well, it's not that they're behind. It's just that in their domestic market, not doing any of that just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, arcade exclusive games, the way mobile gacha games function, how they're mostly made for an adult audience. It's like a completely different scope and a different mentality. And I think it's also just like really important to understand how a domestic market works before we start to like criticize the decisions that they make, because for them that's like an obvious choice, you know? Like, why would they spend their time doing like this and that, right? So I think like it's good to just keep things in perspective. So anyway, I don't think we're ever gonna get writer comments, is what the long-winded way of me saying that. I don't think we're ever gonna get writer comments in English. I'm praying still. Don't get me wrong. I'm still praying. I'm still hoping for it. Maybe, you know, hopefully. But yeah, it's kind of like in fighting games. You know how like Americans complain about netcode all the time, and they're like, okay, but this game has really good netcode. Why can't Tekken have good netcode? I don't know shit about fighting games. But the reason is that Japan as a country is so small. They don't need good netcode because everyone is really close to each other. So like, they're not going to have netcode issues. But like, the length of America, if you're playing from California to New York, is like a bajillion Japans lengthwise. Tonya, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. Hello. I'm just ranting and talking. I hope you guys had a good stream. What'd you guys stream? What are you guys up to? We're talking about fighting games right now. talking about fighting games and netcode. Oh, Nikkei! Not Nikkei. Oh, we ranted too? Wait, Tony, I was talking about like how much I like the new character in Nikkei, the one that has her like hair covering her eyes. I really like her. And actually, Reno, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. Really appreciate it. Oh, a leg. Yeah. Be sure to thank Reno if you received one. But I don't know how to pronounce their name. Zwiti? Because I mentioned how much I like her hair. They drew me with like a leg's hairstyle. Isn't this so cute? I love this hairstyle so much. Just something about it is like kind of mysterious and like really pretty. Right? It's so pretty. Anyway, this came up because I was talking about how much I liked a leg. Yeah. Anyway, you can check it out on twitter.com as well. Anyway. Yeah, netcode. That Lyra themed hitbox cup share looks so cool. Yeah! That was so cool. And the like graphic design? I don't know if Cups is here, but like, did Cubs do the graphic design themselves? Like, that was really, really cool. That's amazing. Yeah, the art's gorgeous. It is. You can check it out on Twitter as well. Check it out on Twitter. But yeah, anyway. That's why like when people complain about netcode, I mean, it's a valid complaint. I'm not saying that it's not invalid to complain about it. I think you absolutely should complain about netcode because they need to hear your complaints to realize that it's a problem, because it's not a problem for them. But you also have to complain with the understanding of why it is the way that it is, right? I think complaining in hopes of a solution is good. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think feedback is good. Complaining is good. Making your grievances known is good. But I think it's also important not to like get lost in the sauce of like being an angry mob, right? Like you want to complain and give feedback in a way that is like, it comes from a place of understanding. Like, okay, we get it. In Japan, you guys are not as far apart from each other, so netcode is not a priority for you. But we want you guys to know that in America, where it's very large and California is essentially the size of Japan, it's a problem, right? So I think like it's helpful to kind of understand the context of why things. I'm not telling you guys not to complain. I do think that everyone should complain about stuff that is not good, right? Like not having netcode in fighting games is like actually like not a rollback, sorry. Not having rollback is just like crazy, right? In this day and age. So it took years for it to happen. Yeah, so but it's like finally happening, right? Because the West has complained so much about it. But I feel like I've seen a lot of like not very civil discussions about like games and criticizing them in a way that like is really unhelpful. So I think, you know, it's good to be like aware, right, of like the circumstances of which things are being made and how things are being made. Anyway, that's my ranting. I think like I feel like I'm just too fucking old for the internet anymore. Every day I like when I touch grass, I go outside and I'm having like a good time and I'm like, well, la-di-da, like I'm touching grass, I'm playing TCGs, I'm having a great time. And then I go home after like 8 hours of touching grass, I open Twitter and I'm just like I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old for people to not have any sort of reading comprehension or critical thinking. The problem is opening Twitter. I know, but I'm terminally online. I'm a VTuber. I can't help it. I agree. It's just like, I mean, it's not just Twitter. It's like, it's anywhere on the internet, right? There's no sense of, everything's black or white. No critical thinking, no reading comprehension. Just internet, yeah. It's the whole pancake and waffles thing. I like waffles. Oh, so you hate pancakes then? Every day there's something new, and I'm just like, why? Why? I'm too old. I'm like a granny shaking her cane. It's like, dang nabbit, these kids are fighting over stupid pancakes again. Wait, you hate yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fuck pancakes. Oh, you don't hate pancakes? Prove it. Can't believe Lyra hates the blue, but shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm sub right now. It's just like, that's just the internet. No appreciation for French toast. No one asked you, okay? We didn't even bring up French toast. We're having like a full internet argument now. We're all gonna just start arguing about breakfast foods, and you know, Lyra likes Pepto, must hate Robitussin, and then you gotta start crafting some tinfoil hat theory about why because I'm a crazy person and I have like loyalties to a certain brand image, and you know. Waffles all the way. Texas toast. I love Texas toast. Damn. Every time I go to like a chicken place like Raising Cane's or something and they have Texas toast, I'm like, okay, yeah, the chicken's good, but have you had the Texas toast? Yeah, the chicken's good and all, but have you had that Texas toast? What that toast doing though, you know? Bought out by Big Pepto. Okay, but McGriddle's the holy shit. McGriddle. Okay, so I actually had McGriddles yesterday. I really like McGriddles a lot, and it was the first time I had a McGriddle in like over a year, probably more than a year, like two years maybe. You guys probably know of every instance that I've eaten McGriddles because I talk about it so much, because I fucking love McGriddles. But I couldn't finish it yesterday actually, and I think part of it is that it was too early. So the problem is, if you want McGriddles, you need to order it before 11 a.m. because McDonald's breakfast McMorning ends at 11 a.m. So yesterday I woke up at 10:10 and then I ordered McGriddles and I had them delivered to my door because I could not be bothered to get out of the house. But it took me until 11 to actually get out of bed, even though I woke up at like 10:10. I get up at 11. The McGriddles are here, but they've been sitting outside for like 10 minutes probably. And I ate it and it was like really soggy. It's like really soggy and it was like really sweet. So I couldn't finish it. Ugh. Your McDonald's has all day breakfast still. I thought they got rid of that everywhere. Your brekkie stops at 10:30? It's 10 for you? Holy no, mine's at least 11. We have until 11. And then we have all day breakfast at like Carl's Jr. or something. Carl's Jr. or like Jack in the Box or one of those guys have all day breakfast, but McDonald's does not. But Carl's Jr. and Jack in the Box doesn't have McGriddles. And also McDonald's McCafe is actually good. McCafe is actually good. Former McDonald's worker here, the McGriddles aren't vastly ordered like the muffins or biscuits, so they tend to stay in the warmer until it's either sold out or dumped in the trash. No! Yeah, my McGriddle was really soggy. It was like really soggy. Also, you know what McDonald's has now? They have bagels now. Bagel sandwiches. They have bagel sandwiches now. Did you guys know that? Yeah, no, McCafe is like unironically good. So what I get at the McCafe is I get like the coffee and I get it without sweetener and with creamer. It's actually so good, the iced coffee. Yeah, they have bagel steak sandwiches. It's a local thing? No way. They always used to have the steak bagel? What? No, I've never seen the bagel steak before. That sounds extra. You could also get the like deluxe breakfast with steak now. I cannot imagine what steak tastes like at McDonald's. And like, I didn't try it because I wanted a McGriddle, but the steak is only in the McMorning menu as well, which is really unfortunate. Isn't it just a breakfast steak? I don't know what that means. I wouldn't trust a mixed steak. Tastes like fake meat, like tofu. Wait, really? I don't know. I don't trust you guys. I feel like I need to try it. Like you using no sauce. They have a sausage bagel and then they have a steak bagel. They have a sausage egg cheese bagel and then they have a steak egg cheese bagel. So it's a different meat. It's not the sausage. Although I love my guilty pleasure is the McDonald's sausage, breakfast sausage. Have you tried the McRib? Unironically, I like the McRib. But the problem that I have with the McRib is that there's too much fucking sauce on it. There's just too much sauce on it. Too much sauce on my McRib. I need like a third of the sauce that they put on there. Cause it's just straight barbecue sauce. It's their shitty McNugget barbecue sauce. Not even like good barbecue. Actually, I don't even like good barbecue sauce. I'm like not a big barbecue sauce fan. But like I like the texture a lot of McRibs and I like the bread and I like the meat itself. But I wonder if you can ask them for less sauce. I don't know. They must have the McRib right now, right? Because it's Shamrock Shake season because it was St. Patty's Day. Oh my god, you know, I went out with my friends on Sunday and I did not realize it was St. Patrick's Day. I had no idea it was St. Patrick's Day. And we went out onto like a downtowny area. Every bar we passed was like blaring music. It was crazy. I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize like St. Patrick's Day was like a party day. It makes sense because it's like an Irish holiday and like drinking and stuff, like it's like a, you know, thing. But like I was like shook because it's like an area that I pass by not that often, but occasionally I meet my friends there because it's like kind of far from me. But it was crazy. I've never seen that street so like bumping before. You made sure to get a beer yesterday? Did you get like an Irish ale? Did you wear green? No. So my roommate and I pinched each other. We didn't know it was St. Patrick's Day until we saw those bars, and then so we like looked at each other and then we pinched each other. Just to get it out of our systems, you know? Okay. I might have to call it a day because my stomach feels okay. Actually, it doesn't feel super okay, but it feels better than earlier. But my head hurts. I don't know what. I'm assuming it's like the stomach stuff, maybe. But maybe tomorrow, because I need to play Pokemon TCG before we play against Poseidon. Maybe we do that tomorrow. Could be dehydration. Oh, that's true. Maybe I just need more water. Ugh. Time to turn the brain off. I don't know what I should do. I have like 3 hours. What do I do for 3 hours? When was the last time you drink water? I had some water earlier with the Pepto. Time to gamer some subs. Okay, the problem is that if I have the gamer subs, it like makes me awake because most of them have like some sort of caffeine in it. Oh, it's really hot in my room. Actually, I think maybe that's what's making me like more worse. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna not be on the computer. Recently, my glasses have also been really painful. So when I'm in the house, I wear glasses. I mean, sometimes outside the house too. But like, I'm wearing glasses right now. Yawn. And like, it's been like really pressing into my nose, I guess. It hadn't been doing that before, but it's been doing that, and it gave me a killer headache on Saturday. Really bad headache. So I watched most of Dune with like, I was holding my glasses up with my hands instead of putting them on my face. I watched Dune doing like that the entire movie. But I'm gonna get new glasses soon. So, like I said, the life hack is getting them in Asia, and I'll be going to Asia next month. I'll make a more like, you know, thing. My brain's not working. A post about it, I guess. When I'm actually about to leave. But yeah. Just tape them to your face? No, that wouldn't change the problem. That wouldn't be the problem. What shape are your glasses? My glasses are huge. I have these like big grandpa glasses. I like big grandpa glasses. The theater near me didn't have any more Dune 2 buckets. No. You need the popcorn buckettussie. The sandwormussie. The shy halusi. Have I tried lenses properly already? Like contact lenses? Yeah, I wear contact lenses, but like my eyes get really sensitive to them, so I don't like to wear them for too long. So I usually wear glasses in general when I can help. Wear like a monocle. So that's like what I do. I like put my hand, like I'm doing it right now. Like I put my hand between my glass, like a finger between my glasses and my nose. The Shia LaBeouf. No, not the Shia LaBeouf. The Shia Halussi. I am the one. Alright. I'm gonna go lay down or fucking something. I don't know why my head hurts so much. Sorry about today's stream. I wish we could play Pokemon. My brain hurts and stuff. So I'm gonna drink a lot of water and chill. Sorry that I also had weird bathroom stuff today. And, well, I feel worse than normal. Normally, I don't feel that bad. Like, it's like, okay, well, I had to go to the bathroom and stream. That's not a big deal. I feel bad today because I haven't streamed in a while. I feel like I haven't streamed in like, what, 3 days or something? So obviously, I mean, you guys can tell, right? Like, when I haven't streamed in a while and I start streaming, I get really excited and I get really chatty and I get like really like excitable, and then we just start like really chatting for a while. So I'm really happy to be streaming. Like I love streaming, and I'm sure you guys can tell. But then I feel bad because I haven't streamed in a while, and so it's just like one of those things where like it sucks when I'm only streaming 3 times a week. And then the one time that one of the 3 times that I'm streaming, I like don't do the thing that I said I'm gonna do. And I do something else, you know? Anyway, and then I feel bad. But I'll try to make it up to you guys tomorrow if everything goes the way that I planned for it to go tomorrow. But we'll see. Zelda, thank you so much for the super chat. Have a little for the Pepto Restful. Thank you. Appreciate you guys always. Really do. Always appreciate you guys so much. And always good to hang out and talk about random shit. Sorry, my brain's not working. I'm gonna turn off stream before my brain completely stops working. Alright, Leo Tsu. See you guys very soon. Project Pro Swag, thank you so much for 20 months of wheel quiz. Holy shit. We're here for you. The TCG is optional. Aw, thank you. Toss a coin for your Pepto. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Okay, Leo 2. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Not Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, bye-bye.